Hello everyone, and welcome back to Minecraft. Shop's filling up a bit. Selling quite a bit of stuff now. This is full. This is full. This is not full, but it's not bad. Full. Full. Quite a lot of diamonds. It's going well. I've installed some security, a bit of CCTV. Actually, no, to be honest, I just thought it was a funny place to put it. I'm stocked up on perfect fishing rods, and I plan to stock up on bows, infinity and mending, but I need to spend a lot more time AFK at the pigman farm to get sustained experience to do it, because combining that many bows and rods takes a lot of experience. Anyway, the shop is not what this episode is about. This episode is about my base, because it's about time I built it. Well, the centrepiece of it, obviously the base as a whole, is a series of structures, or will be. Cosmac has been doing more work on the hub. It is looking pretty awesome. I love that I can just fly along here. It's great. I actually kind of want to try and get started on the game island soon as well, because otherwise that is a project that will just get away from me and nothing will happen on it. There is a lot of Mushroom Island to flatten, obviously. Hopefully other people might help me do it. But I've been killing, interesting word choice, removing most of the mushrooms on the island in order to supply myself with mushroom blocks. There's still a few left over there, but I should have enough mushroom blocks for the build today. I've also realised that instead of the brown mushroom around the edge here, I think I'd prefer jungle leaves. The good thing about that is that because leaves aren't spawnable, I can actually go one block further out again. The bad news about that is that I've placed all the sea lanterns and quite a lot of the strip logs. I mean, I haven't been doing loads of work on the strip logs, so it's not terrible, but there's a fair few blocks I've got to move. But I think I will do it, because every little extra bit of space is nice. I have a bunch of chorus fruit here, obviously. Well, chorus plants. I always get plants, fruit and flowers mixed up. I refer to the flowers and I'll call them fruit. It's like, no. And I'm going to do I've designed a chorus farm, and I'm going to build that maybe this episode. I probably won't do the whole structure for it, but I might do the functional part. We'll see how we go. That might go over here where I've marked with these torches, or I might do it over there where I've marked with torches. The thing is, it's quite a tall build because chorus plants grow tall, and I don't want it to detract too much from my centrepiece. But I also want to build most things on the land. I could build some stuff out at sea. Some stuff will have to be out at sea, like a creeper farm. Maybe I'll put it over here, so that it's in the opposite direction to my main. I mean, it's like 35 by... well, it's actually a little bit bigger than 35 by 35. That's the kind of scale of the thing. I don't know. I'll figure it out. And I can always expand my base slightly into that area if I need to. But given that this will be the entrance to my base from the game island, I kind of can't have too much stuff here. I don't know. Anyway, I have got my centrepiece to build. I have got my storage system to build. Let's do it. Before we get back to my base, I'm just over here adjusting the shop because Jade is now supplying me with slime to sell, and I've been readjusting my prices. So we want to sell magma cream for at least 4 stacks per diamond because Garden Bunny is selling stacks of magma blocks for a diamond, which is 4 stacks of magma cream to make one. So I don't want to go lower than that, ideally. That meant working out how much to charge for these and what to adjust this to so that the price was equivalent, because I don't want it to be cheaper to buy some of my merch than to buy equivalent some of my merch. I also had to do the same thing having adjusted blaze rods with end rods, which are now 8 stacks of diamond, which is quite a lot. Could go down to 7 because smelting the chorus fruit is a pain. Might do that, but for now it's 8. The rest is unchanged. So this is really filling out now. Hello. Also, while I'm over here, picking up some planty bits because I'm going to need those. These slime balls can go in the storage. Oh yes, while I'm doing this, I should show you something else that's been added to the server. Now, I couldn't do firework combining with crafting because you can't do MBT data on crafting inputs and output. I think you can on outputs, not inputs. One or the other, something. No, you can't on outputs either. So, instead what we have is you throw them on top of the crafting table, throw 2 together, you get a duration 2. Throw 3 together, you get a duration 3. Simple as that. Where did... That was weird. Now, there was a guest out here and it has blown some holes in my bridge, so I need to be a bit careful. Yeah, that's quite precarious. I really need to do a proper tunnel out here. Maybe soon. So here we have my little miniature castle. I really like this thing. I really like it. I wish the birch went with the stems a little bit more, because the jungle with the brown is great. But the alternative would be quartz, and that just wouldn't fit the style at all. So the birch isn't bad. The birch isn't bad at all. It's very dark in here. There's not much going on. There will be, obviously. And then up here, this will be the bedroom, so I need to put a bed in and other stuff. And then down here, of course, we have the storage system, which I've done the preliminary test of putting an item in. These are all filled with iron bars. I put a block of stone in, it made it all the way around to, well, not to there, but to over there. So that means that the circuitry for getting it through the system is working. I still need to test whether the circuitry is working to get items into the correct chest, but I'm pretty confident. So another thing I have to do off camera is start filling out these with the items that I want to go in them. And then I can start putting in all my items out of my house over there, and I can start bringing all the stuff over from my house in town. So we have here a little housewarming gift from Jade because she lives in a flower forest. She brought over some flowers. So I am going to use these to decorate around my house a bit. Let's just put all this stuff away. I want the lily pads, don't need you. You might use those. Not going to use these. I'll keep my sword on me, just in case. You. I've also got a little bit of wheat back here, just for something a little bit different. That's right in the corner, I don't really like that. So let's do a pass adding a few of these, because these are still my favourite flower. And then I'll do a sprinkling of other flowers. And the odd mushroom. Oh no, I can't. No, I can't do mushrooms, can I? Too much light. Okay, scratch that. Put some lily pads on the water. The water I'm pretty happy with. Got a good mixture of underwater stuff here. 3 tropical fish and a cod in each one. A few corals, bit of kelp, seagrass, sea pickles. I like it. Let's just slap a couple of lily pads down. And let's see. Allium there. Let's put you there. No, not right next to that. Let's stick you there. Oh, I haven't got any ferns. I wanted a couple of ferns in here as well. I'll come back to that. Maybe a fern there? I don't know. How are we looking? That's a bit densely packed. Don't like that. I'll put a fern there, I think. So there we have it. That is that built. Now the next thing is the chorus farm. And I went and checked in my testing world where I designed it. And it's 41 by 43 including the border around it. Or 39 by 41 if we only go as far as the leaves that I've got around it. I'm building it offshore. It's spawn proof, it's designed spawn proof anyway, so I don't have to worry about that. And I could put it over here, but I'm thinking that I will put it over in this space here, because it will fit quite nicely and it won't have to go too far down to the seafloor to look supported, because it's a lot of stripped blocks. So right here I think is where I'll put it, and then there'll be a little short bridge from here, or possibly from here if I do go out one more and do the leaves, which I probably will, and it'll just be there. So I'm going to start building the outline for it, I think. Also the other thing with it being over here is it's well away from my house, because like over there or over there it's kind of a bit too much in view, whereas over there it's separated out a bit. I don't want too many big structures around this, because the whole point is that this is the centerpiece of the base, so I want this to stand on its own a little bit. Flying back from my skeleton farm in order to, well, coming back for repairing my axe because it was getting really low, I managed to take collision damage against a wall on the edge of the block there. I mean, that's aim, or it would be if I'd done it intentionally. I think I've got most of the materials I need. I still need some stone slabs and stuff to place my redstone on, but I have loads of jungle wood, redstone, some birch, I need more glowstone, mushroom, 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 mushroom. This took a while, because you don't get that many stems from each mushroom. But that should be all the stuff I need, and I'm going to start with the lever. So, I like the leaves. The leaves look nice as an edge. I'm definitely going to do that around this. This I will probably end up incorporating into my base, maybe. This little bit of land here. It may well even join up on this corner here. Probably will, I think. Might only be a thin bit, or I might do a bridge or something, I'll work it out. But this ran into this island, and I decided to let it, and I'll incorporate this into my base. So Game Island will be that. This little bit here will be part of my base, which wasn't the plan originally, but now it is, so I've got a little bit more space for my base. Anyway, this is a huge build. It's like 39 by 41. No, it's a bit less than that. It's 37 by 39, I guess. Most of it's the floor and the walls. It's obviously a largely hollow structure, and there's not a lot of roof. But it's tall. It's like 20 blocks tall, because that's how tall chorus plants can get. So, yeah. And this is just going to be the main farm up here. Underneath, I'm going to have the chorus flower farm, which will just be a room with a bunch of chorus flowers planted to grow and farm more flowers, because this has got spaces for 64 chorus plants, so I need a stack of chorus flowers every time I want to replant. Anyway, I'm just going to get on with it. I'm not doing this lot on camera. I'll probably do progress updates. And many hours later. Okay, not like a massive number, but I am really out of time for this episode. I've already pushed it back a day or two as it is to finish it. I haven't even started editing it yet, and I've got the time-lapse to edit. So I'm not going to finish this episode. Break, thank you. So after I've finished filling this in, I was going to do it with sponges. Originally I just start clearing it out with sponges. But sponges can be really tedious, because then you have to pick them back up, and you have to dry them out, you have to do all the sectioning off, and I'm like, I also don't want to build the redstone in mid-air, because that's a bit awkward. So I might as well just fill the whole thing in and then carve out the spaces I need. So that's taken a while and used up a hell of a lot of stone, but it's fine. So I'll just finish off filling in this last little area where the conduit was. First time I've really used a conduit, rather than just having one for the sake of. Running out of air, it's going to be fine. Drowning is not particularly fast. Okay, so this is where I'm up to. I've got the floor in. The floor is entirely in. I need to put levers on the undersides of the redstone lamps. Obviously, I can't do that until the water's gone, so that's the thing I'll do next. I've got the bottom of the walls in. I've got all the trapdoors in. I've got the end stone in. I've got the central water streams in. These trapdoors will all be waterlogged, and the redstone will keep them raised when I'm not harvesting. And I'm going to need a hell of a lot of brown glass. So I need a hell of a lot of sand, which I don't have. I'm going to have to go mining. And then there's the walls at the top and the overarching structures, and I'll show you all this in the test world in a second. I'm just going to put away my conduit, and then I will hop into my testing world. So here's what the full thing looks like. This is what ignore the armour stands. The armour stands in the glass up here are for testing purposes. They are so that I can instantly replant all the chorus fruit. All the chorus flowers. I'm still getting those wrong. No, not hitboxes, spectator. Right. So, as you can see, you've got the waterlogged trapdoors and all that. Underneath, I am really pleased with this bit of redstone, because this is 33 long, because there are 33 trapdoors in each line, and redstone only goes for 15. So that's 3 blocks you've got to account for. And they're all right next to each other, so you can't have repeaters between them. I need more repeaters. I've got about half as many repeaters as I need. I could do one side. But this is what I came up with. It's just a torch there, torches on the sides there, torch underneath there, and it works beautifully. It's just these 3 blocks in the middle are the 3 that have to be accounted for. The torch powers that repeater, the blocks power those 2 repeaters, and the rest are powered by the redstone. It is perfect. I mean, it's probably possible to do a system that would be longer than 33, but I think 33 is basically the limit of being able to do it this simply. So I was really pleased with that. And then this torch powers the block, powers the redstone, powers the block. There's no repeaters here, so these all fire at exactly the same time. And on the other side, these ones also fire at exactly the same time, so all 4 sets of trapdoors drop at once. I didn't need to make it do that, I just wanted to. It does get a bit laggy, but it's only like a one-off burst of lag, and then that's it, as all the chorus plants break. And then all the chorus fruit wash off the platforms, wash into the middle, down here, into a water stream, which comes along here, and in the design goes into a bubble elevator, comes up under the carpet where I can just stand and pick them up. I'm probably not going to do that on the server. I'm probably going to have a ladder down and have a storage room down here, which will also give access to the chorus flower farm that will be beneath this. Chorus flower farm is just going to be like this, basically. This was me testing how many chorus flowers you get back with a nice little circuit that replaces all the chorus flowers with concrete powder, which then drops, falls on the trapdoors, turns into an item, goes into the hoppers and is collected. I was quite pleased when I came up with that as a way of testing it. And this is just, it clones, what it does is it clones across from here, so all the chorus flowers are planted. Then it fills, replacing the diorite, so they will then grow. The tick speed is on like 1,000 or something at the moment. And then it does the concrete powder replacement. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And I'll probably do most of this build off camera now. All the redstone and stuff underneath, because you've seen it. And next episode might start some work on the gaming district, hopefully. But that's going to be it for this episode. If you've enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, share, favourite and comment, helps support the channel. Follow me on Twitter to stay up to date what's going on, and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.